Well, hey, this is Gretchen, and I am trying out the new Ecamm dual mode. I'm on my on camera channel, and I thought I would see what happens. It should be broadcasting in both horizontal in one and vertical in another. I don't have my comments windows up. Let me check on that. Comments and reactions. There, get that in case anybody shows up. Anyway, Ecamm, I've been using this in the beta version for a while, bit by bit, trying here and there, playing with it. Decided after the full launch release today, Ken and Glenn had a really good presentation of it. The um, founders of the company. And then several people have put out some videos on working with it. Mary Lou Mandel has a really good one. And Doc Rock had one that had something that I thought was really important. Look at your community. On my other channel, Imagine with Gretchen, I'm not going to do dual mode. It's reading. I'm reading books. I'm talking about artwork. I'm showing artwork. It, and the folks that come there are used to that format, what we have with the horizontal, and that live that goes anywhere from a half an hour to an hour twice a week doesn't, I don't, I can't see showing a book and artwork on the vertical form and having it be really conducive to that community. But here, I'm going to try something. I don't know if it will work any better, but I am going to try on my on camera channel to use it. I'm sorry, I'm keep looking up at my photos out there rather than at you guys, um, to see if it works and to see what it does on my system. So I am going to go to my next scene. Yes, that worked. All right. I'm also taking a Stream Deck class from Take One Tech, Alec Johnson, that is extremely good. But I'm realizing I don't need all the features that I could, and I'm just going to stick with what some basic things. Anyway, these go way back. So I thought I'd just pull up my black and white, infrared and black and white folder. That how many it has, I don't know. Thumbnails. It has a bunch, and not all of them are in black and white. And that's always it's kind of interesting to go back through your folders and see what's there and why it's not. But maybe they're infrared, done on the infrared camera, and they're in color infrared. Could be kind of interesting. So I'm going to pump the thumbnails up. Let's go back to the beginning. We don't need to be here. Okay, oops, way back. Some of these are, oh my gosh, these are old. So why is this? Oh, that's my program window just popped up in front of me. Okay. Gosh, yes, these are back in 2007, I believe. The snow is. That's from when we lived in Kirkland. And then I did some when I was playing with Topaz when it first came out, and effects on the pixels and fireworks. Okay. See, not all of these are black and white. Some of are converted. Snowstorms. That's a long time ago. When is the where am I? I'm in the library. Oh, I'm not showing. I know. This site's not showing the metadata. No, that's not the capture date of that. How about this one? 2013. 2013. So these are 13 years old. Okay. Okay, this is one that I have been looking for. Why is it in here? Okay, this is. I've been looking for this photo, this one with right here. A friend of mine wants a copy of it. She's an artist and wants to do some fooling around with it, try some things with it. And I have been looking all over for it. See, it says it's in Africa, misdated. No, this is why you go back through your things, because no wonder I can't find things, because that is not an Africa photo. That is an Oregon coast photo. Huh, funny. File name, let's change that. Let's say Oregon coast. Let's change that. The file name. Oh, could not be renamed. Okay. All right. Okay. File base name. One of those things. Although it's not, at some point you have to decide what's important. And really, if it's mislabeled, it's not one I use a lot. Sepia, these are missing files, obviously. Some of these that were turned black and white. Okay. All right, here we get into, these were taken in no, that's not February 14th. Africa, 2022. Good grief. Why is the capture date saying, even the capture date is wrong? As in 2022, and it was September. And that was, all right, lots of these. This is what happens when your entire catalog had to get recovered. Everything got kind of mangled. All right, a bunch of these are not. These are the infrared. So those up there, color ones, got mixed in with the infrared. So I'll have to move those. I'll come back. But Africa infrared. So a good lot of this in through here, I shot infrared when I was in Africa because, well, look, you get such cool things and you don't have to worry so much about the sun, but you do have to worry about those stupid sensor spots. Is that a sensor spot on there, or is that his ear? That's his ear. Okay. One of the things with infrared photography is the problem with sensor dust, and the other problem is with lens flare. I used a lens that does not have as much problem with it. You have to kind of, Kalari has a list, but it's not a real up-to-date list. But with the new reflection removal tool, it is working on some lens flare. In the project I'm working on, the Carnegie libraries that I took camping across country last summer, that project, Midwest of the United States, flat area, midday. You got a lot of sun flare. And it's interesting. It does a pretty good job of removing some of those, which is nice. Okay. All right. So these. Okay, this is where infrared came in handy. So in the middle of the day, in the shadows, this is an eagle owl up here. Pretty hard to see, but at least I was able to get something. And then also in the shade in the tree, the leopard that was up in the tree with the kill. That was fun to get through. And here the hyenas in the shade. So it did a really good job of being able to pick out because of the way it sees outside the light spectrum that we do. And then you get this cool effect with certain greens that turn really white. This giant mashatu tree. Okay, and these are shot in black and white infrared. But they come, this is the color aspect, and so then you have to color convert it. Or you could do color swaps, which I might do with some, I want to learn how to do that. So, yeah, okay. Anyway, so far, let me check on here. I'm going to just check to see on YouTube what's happening if my guys are live now. So, I want it to switch accounts. Where is it supposed to switch? I know it does that. No? Okay, back. View channel. View channel. No, back. Accounts. Switch. There it is. Boy, they changed that. It used to just say switch accounts. Okay, now, where am I now? I should be on... Is it live? It says it's live. Home. Let's see. History playlists. On camera channel. Oh, there I am. There's the live. And there's the vertical live. And there's the other one. So they're both live. Yay. Okay, how does this vertical one look, guys? Is it going? Okay, there it is. Yeah, all right. Okay, so they're both there. That's cool. Elephants. All right. On to more recent things. Beaches. This is oftentimes when you first are shooting in infrared, you'll get it and it'll come up as total red like this. But all it does, because it's seeing the whole spectrum, and I think these were shot with a 720 nanometer. There. Okay. So here, if I do the sync, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I view and I, there. Okay. Changed a bunch of them are all turning black and white. As we speak, they should be. Okay. Beach ones, they're going. Yeah, see they're sinking back. I think they are. Did I sync them? Is it happening? Hmm. Okay. Oh, got a lot of noise in those guys. This is when I first got my converted RP. Okay. And does some cool things in with the beach grass in a storm. You go from like this to this. Oh, wrong one. From this. Where did it go? Oh, she's jumpy today. I just spent a half an hour on a survey from Adobe. Yeah, long survey about things. I probably should have done the survey after I played around in here, huh? Maybe I would have been a little less nice. Okay. Oh, what's this? Okay. I am really just fiddling around with some stuff. These are, oh, now we're down in the desert. We go from the coast of Washington in Claylock and in the, where it is crazy, windy, stormy, and trees like that. Now, this is always interesting because oftentimes in infrared, green will come up white, except not a lot of evergreen trees do that. Deciduous green trees do it. The Mashatu tree does it. Green plants will do it, but the evergreen trees, for some reason, are not doing it. And maybe it's a cloudy sky. I'm going to have to find that out. We have these cool things that happens where the cactus in Phoenix turn really cool green. I mean white, bright white. So you can get some fun shots in the desert. And okay, here we go. Sun flare. Let's see what happens on this. Okay. You guys in the vertical feed cannot see what I'm doing over here. So can I do this and move it over so you can see? No. Oh. Oh, but you can. Can't you take this? Oh, no. Whoa. I thought you could take this window and move it over here. No, you can't. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. Okay. So, see, there's a reflection here. This is a sun flare. I am going to go over into distraction removal. There is a panel. Huh. And I wish can I move this? Oh, distraction removal. Okay. Reflections. So, vertical folks, you can't see this, but on the, as I'm facing it, the right hand side in the develop module, I clicked the erase tool, and then I went down to distraction removal, and there are reflections, and I want to go to best. Best will take a longer time, and I want to apply it. It's going to take about a minute. We'll see if it gets rid of that. I could have just done standard quick, and it says it's taking 50 seconds, but we'll see. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right. Okay, well, it's cool that it is able to, so far, I haven't checked my activity monitor to see if I am I shouldn't be over maxing out my studio. It's not so much my activity monitor. I'm not worried about that. It's my resources out here where I live in the middle, at the end of the longest dead end highway in the state of Washington, practically. Which is, oh my gosh, look at that. All right. Okay. Look, there it is gone. There it was before. Gone. It just, I mean, I can see a slight hoo-ha of it. Oh my gosh, but it is so much more usable. Oh, and then you can change the intensity of it. Oh, I see. There. Okay. Interesting. Wow. That's pretty darn cool. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is much harder. This is a much bigger sun flare. Can we try it again? Let's see, apply. Oh my gosh. If this works this well, I've watched Anthony Morganti did it and had a fair amount of success. I tried it with some things in doorways and whatnot. Yeah, I got some, but this, a lot of the buildings that I was photographing were closed, and I was trying to get pictures of the entryway if they had the original tile of the original Carnegie libraries. And so there was oftentimes a fair amount of reflection, and I tried all kinds of things. Let's see. Okay, that one, not so good. Okay, see, basically nothing. That it took a flare off the whole thing, but it did not remove this giant sun flare that came from the lens I was using. Okay, that one didn't work. Let's try this one. Best over, and we're going to apply. See if it works again. Okay. Well, here's my thoughts on that. Even if it fixes one. That's one more that is possible to be used in that story of that trip, of this desert botanical shooting cactuses where we were. And that's pretty cool, you know. May not be all of them, but not all of them were worth saving. Yeah, this one didn't do that. For some reason, these big ones. Huh. Yeah. These didn't have it. I wonder if it would work on this one. This is a pretty, you know, pretty massive sun flare. And we'll just see. We can just shoot for the moon on it, huh? Oh, my goodness. I have no idea if I'm catching anybody on nope, nobody there. And nobody viewing. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to just try doing this. I think I'll go and be doing edits on camera with these and work through some stuff. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, okay. Now that did a pretty good job. It actually did a very good job. There is a bit of almost too muchness to it. Well, so my problem is right now, because my eyes are getting, that I need to come back to this and then see what I can do to even this out. See on this edge right here? You probably can't see that. But if I go here to here, and it had those spots in it, those kind of crazy spots are sensor spots and stuff. Okay, so that is what I need to look at. And what about if I did and then removed. See what that does for that edge. Ah, that worked. Okay, so it left that bit of an edge. So then if I take a kind of a large brush with and is it feathered? Can I feather it? And then if I do remove, it'll match it better. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So that helped. That made it look more natural in the transition. That's a cool thing to be able to do. You have to kind of come back after your eyes have settled down, especially when you're doing black and white, because you have to do a lot of squint. Oh, I'm back to where you're here. Are you going forward? There. Let's see, there's another one. Let's see if this one will do it. Reflections and best and apply. So, this is a longer test than I expected. Sorry about that. If you're still here, or if you come by this about now, yeah, I was testing. And then I got lost in editing. That's a problem. All right. So when I do this again, I'll set myself a timer and I'll have a specific amount of time and I'll know a certain section maybe. I've got a lot to get through. And see, yeah, didn't do anything with this right here. It did clean up everything else kind of that went in there. So see what happens if I go to this and get a larger size brush and do that and remove. See if it works that way on that one. Because that's on the side. And yeah, okay, that was able to do that. So doing the reflection removal first took kind of an initial glare off. And then I was able to do a content aware remove of the rest of the sunspot. So that worked. That's better. Something to new. Anyway, I am going to, let's see. Go back to here. There I am. That's it. I tested this and it worked. That's the camera there. I can switch this to, let's switch to camera D, what you'd look like. Ooh, you're dark today. Oh, the lights aren't on, no wonder. Yep. And that's that. So, editing, that's going to work. I'll see how it goes. It's kind of nice to do dual mode, and then I'll go back and look at the dual mode recording. The trick with dual mode too is it does require a fair amount of space on your hard drive or a complete separate hard drive for these to be recorded too, because it's recording 2 separate videos plus audio for both of them. Yeah, ISO audio, just all kinds of stuff, more than I need. And so it'll be kind of selective when I do this, but this is kind of fun to do this sort of editing and artwork. Maybe, yeah, I'm not going to do it on Imagine with Gretchen because unless I'm doing a quick art demo, I might do that that way. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I got the audio better, and yeah, good. All right, everybody, thank you. If you dropped by, let me know what you think of the dual mode, and if you have any infrared tips and tricks, there's a guy named Rob Shea that I follow on Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, but on YouTube, who has some really good stuff, knows his things. I need to sit down and, oh my gosh, stop yawning, and go through his things. It's more than, back in my, there's a photo up here that's an infrared photo that I took in 1983. Yeah. In film. So some of the concepts. I bet if I could find my old notebook, I could find my infrared notes, and they probably, some of them still apply, I'm sure. But this whole color swapping and things are things that I'm not quite aware of yet. So I'm going to head out. So thanks for being here. If you were here, thanks for dropping in. If you're catching it on the replay, I appreciate it. And if you, I appreciate your comments and that are respectful and those that are constructive. If you have any ideas of on infrared, that would great. I would love to hear what you have to say. But thanks. And if you like and subscribe to this, I would so appreciate it. And enjoy me on my journey. Enjoy this journey that we're on with doing live streams and seeing how dual mode works out. It is kind of a fun thing to do. Kind of strange seeing myself twice up here. I have a hard enough time looking in the camera all the time as it is. After so many years on the other side of the camera, looking into it is definitely a challenge, but that's okay. Take care, everybody.